2016 was a year that I started trading, and fast forward to today, I've been in this space for almost 8 years now, and I made close to almost $2 million since my start. Bought my dream car, can travel wherever I want, building profitable businesses, time freedom, and as well as money freedom. So in this video, I'm going to be revealing all the lessons that I've learned along the way, and no matter where you're at on your trading journey, how you can implement this to improve and give you practical examples on the things that I did to reach this level. And no, these are not those outdated, obvious lessons that you guys heard before on YouTube. I'm diving even deeper, and I'm shocked that people are not even talking about this or mentioning it. But first, let me touch on what I was doing at the start of my trading journey that was originally making me fail. I remember reselling shoes, working at Walgreens, making literally $11 an hour, and I just felt like that wasn't for me whatsoever, and I had to do something about it. Whenever I had free time, I would literally go up on YouTube and just search up anything that I can, dropshipping, trading, anything that I could escape the rat race. And I fell in love with trading. But the problem was I was literally trading whatever. I had no true strategy, and to be honest, I was lost. And I literally had no clue what I was doing. And this is why I know these lessons will help you reach further success in your trading, because that's exactly what happened to my journey. So the first of the 5 crucial lessons I learned was optimizing for precision when it comes to trading. I know this is a very vague statement, so what do I mean here? Before I tell you, I just want to explain in a second how I actually discovered this lesson. It's all about reflection. You see, when I started trading, there was something that I noticed that halted me from actually reaching my true potential. It was taking these whack trades. I would get in a position, instantly down 10%, stop loss hits. Again, instantly down 10%, stop loss hits. And then when I get in, and it goes in my direction, it'll go in like 5% and then go right back to negative 10%. Like my win rate would suck. But there was something that I noticed as to what was keeping me from not winning almost every single trade. And it was taking A+ setups. That turned my win rate from 50% to almost 85-90%, like instantly, like that. Being so precise about what you're trading. So you have to identify what you trade and what your strategy is in order to find that A+ setup within your strategy. And the market will literally display different opportunities every single day, but those are all mid setups. The market for my strategy presents 1 to 3 A+ setups every single day, and sometimes it doesn't even present an A+ setup, and I won't take it. Why? Because my probability of winning is way less than if I just wait for the A+ setup, and there's no point of me risking on those okay setups because my probability is going to be way less on those. And literally that's what I talk about in my live trading Discord. We literally are like waiting on our hands, sitting on our hands, waiting for the right moment to strike. And all of us together, it just flows so naturally that it allows you to just be patient and wait. Having someone in your ear saying just be patient and waiting for the right moment to strike and only taking those A+ setup is making results for our students just like this. And you don't even have to pay anything. We have a free section as well, so if you guys are interested in that. The next thing I learned is you must have a game plan. This is so cliche and like so commonly used on YouTube when it comes to trading. But do you know what makes me different from everyone else that talks about their game plan and me? They're not making thousands a day from their game plan. All of those people that have a game plan, they don't even know how to stick to it, let alone they're just on a demo account because they just burn way too much money. Over the past 7 to 8 years now, my pre-market game plan is one of the most important things when it comes to my profitability and when it comes to trading. It's literally the script for the day, and you just stick to it. When I go away from my pre-market game plan, that's when my win rate starts to fail. And listen, since we're on YouTube, there's no gatekeeping here. I'll literally let you guys steal my pre-market game plan for free so you can take your trading to the next level. Pre-market, I have 3 things that I'm watching. Sentiment, what the overall market is doing. The second thing is economic news, the earnings, anything that's going to impact the market when I'm in a trade, or if I'm about to take a trade, should I take a trade if the news is right there. The third thing is the most important key levels. That's all I'm trading, is the most important key levels. Just like in lesson 1, that's the most A+ setups. The next thing is adapting to what works. The market is always changing. My strategy is not exactly the same it was 8 years ago. There's times where I'm literally trading SPY for like 3 months straight, and the next thing you know, I'm not trading it for another 2 months. And as a trader, I get it, we emotionally think sometimes, but as you progress, you start to think less with your heart and start to think more with your brain. And then it just becomes intuition at this point, and then it becomes natural. Whatever is looking the best, that's what you take. If SPY ain't looking the best, I don't take it. If SPY is looking great, then I'll take it. It's just natural. So it's your job as a trader. If you really want all this freedom, if you want to make thousands a day, if you want to be a success at this sport, you need to also figure out how to adapt with the market and trade what works. Because if you're just so stuck on the past, and let's say you're just so stuck on trading SPY and SPY sucks for 2 months, they're just gonna give up. You're gonna think the market changed too much and you're not good enough for trading, and then you're just gonna blow your account. But if you adapted and let's say you started trading Qs instead, it might be a total success. So next time your strategy isn't working or something isn't working with your plan, take a step back and figure out, what can I do to adapt and actually work on the strategy and just tweak it a little bit. Now, the only thing that really matters when it comes to trading is wins and losses. Well, what if I told you that you could have bad wins and good losses? And this was the 4th lesson I discovered after 8 years of trading. You see, if you don't stick to your plan and you take a winning trade, that is a bad win. If you take a loss but it's part of your plan, because no one has a 100% win rate and losses are part of your plan, that's a good loss. Now, if you never understood that concept, that's probably the reason why you're not profitable to this day, or you're not as profitable. Sticking to your plan is the most crucial part of trading. And you have to realize, especially early on, that losses are not your enemy. In fact, you actually want to be best friends with your losses and keep them as small as possible. Because if you can take losses and make them as small as possible, those winners will really start compounding, and you'll never see growth like you are before. And then you'll see your account absolutely growing, and the consistency on your account would be like nothing before. But you know, I can't lie, it definitely hurts in a moment if you're taking a loss and if you're too emotionally attached to your money. I remember back then I lost $100. I'm like, this is not for me, I don't want to lose this and that. But it's actually the direct opposite. You want to embrace you sticking to your plan and taking that small loss. I'm excited when I take a small loss because I know my winners is going to mean a lot more to my account because how small that loss was. And you literally have to think long term, because this $100 loss is going to be nothing when you're making thousands a day. So if you're in it for the long term, think long term and stop thinking so short term. Now, lesson 5 should be something every single trader is doing. But the truth is, you watching this video right now, you might not even do this thing yet. Or if you do, you suck at it. And that's tracking and analyzing your trades from journaling. Now, just like I said with adapting, how do you know what to adapt if you never reanalyze your trades? You might look at it in the moment, but do you ever go back and see what could you done to improve this? When you're journaling, you'll see a consistent pattern, and you'll hopefully turn that weakness into a strength. That's why I like people making mistakes early on, because if you could make that mistake and that's your weakness right now, and then turn that into a strength, you're gonna have no weaknesses. It's always about improving not only trading, but yourself when it comes to trading. I would literally wake up, take a loss, take a win, and then call it a day after that, and I wouldn't look at the market until the next day. Then when I started taking trading seriously, I started journaling and seeing what my errors actually were. And it would be the negative 10% losses when I could have cut it at 8, and that makes a huge difference. Just a negative 2% difference makes a huge difference to your gains overall. And then my winners, I could have held it out for a little bit more. Every time I sell, it always just goes a little bit more. Now I have to identify if I'm selling too early or if I'm selling at the right point. There's always something you could tweak in your strategy, and journaling is the exact blueprint for that. But in order for you to get to the level where I'm at, you're gonna have to stay the course. You're gonna have to think long term, because this is a long-term game. Because you're not gonna see success in the first couple months. It's rare, right? Maybe not even the first year or 2, or maybe even 3 years. But I promise you, if you keep going, anything's possible. Now, the thing is, everything I said in this video is completely useless to you unless you learn how to properly scalp your trades. So watch this video next to solve that.